faster than a speeding bullet.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
More powerful than a locomotive.
Hulk! Smash!
Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound.
There's more to them than meets the eye.
It's Superman!
Welcome back to our month-long celebration of the Day of the Dead, where we're talking all things gory, dead, rising from the ground, zombies. No ghosts, zombies this one. And that was Slash with We're All Gonna Die with a special guest, Iggy Pop. I always enjoy that guy. You listen to those lyrics, we do not support you getting high in any way. That was high on life. So if you go do stupid stuff out there, it's your own fault.
All statements in this show are for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, the whole sign there, with it, when he starts singing, it says pee on the ground and dance all around. I still go into elementary like he did and begin to giggle when I hear that song. It's very funny. Day of the Dead Part 2, and we're going to talk a little more about George Romero and the good old movie Zombie. I'm not butchering this guy's name. You probably could say it better than I can.
I'll give it a try, but
every time I say it, it sounds like some dirty thing from a porn that should not be on this radio show. So I'm not going to go and say his name again. I'm going to say Lucci. How's that sound? Lucci. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me say it. You got it.
Someone's going to yell at me right there. They even pronounce it, but I'm not very good at reading off a paper or whatnot. Not very good at reading it. Period. That's why I'm on a radio show.
Fulci.
All right. So we'll go with that. 1979, this movie comes into our view, and it's supposed to be a sequel to Night of the Living Dead. And this is the only man, in my opinion, that has come that close to duplicating something as perfect as Night of the Living Dead. If you've ever seen the special effects to that movie, which if you haven't seen that movie Zombie, do. I guess a couple people get confused because it's labeled Zombie 2 over here.
I know, what was going on with that?
It was he was trying to make it a sequel to Night of the Living Dead. So that's why he put Zombie 2. But it's really just called Zombie. But that's what he tried. And the special effects in that are incredible. The music's kind of sappy.
Yeah, but look out for the stick in the eye.
That is awesome.
It used to be a figure of speech. Now it is gruesome reality.
When I saw that, that was awesome. Between that and the conquistadors rising underneath the mulch, and I would be doing that in the background if you didn't hear. Our producer is crapping himself again. Nothing new here on the Chuckles and Laugh Show. You would think that was a whoopee cushion. No, sir, it was not.
It was human flatulence.
Yep, 100%, and it stinks. It's already coming over here. That smells worse than some of the dead. Let's talk about another subject. Maybe you like this one as well. Return of the Living Dead.
I love the music, I'll tell you that.
The music?
The first one, I mean, I'll tell you, it's a different. We can't really compare this to Romero because it's done, with more of a sense of humor.
It was supposed to be, and George Romero was supposed to be on track with this and helping with putting it out there, but because it was more of a sense of humor thing, he really didn't want to put his 2 cents on that.
Right, which is understandable. I mean, he was trying to build a franchise.
Right.
I mean, he wanted to keep the atmosphere. But no, Return of the Living Dead. Now there was several movies in the series. They weren't all that great. But,
no, Part 3 horrible.
Yeah, but the first one, I mean, I've watched that several times. I mean, that's a good time.
The second one, I always find myself laughing when you see Michael Jackson at the end of the video. That was awesome. And if I ruined the movie, I'm sorry. Go watch it anyways. It is good.
Forget what we said and watch it.
Yeah, the third one, not so much. Was the fourth one where it was like Raccoon City from Evil Dead. They all had guns on their hands and stuff.
Yes, the second one, the third one, I should say, that's the one where he brought his girlfriend back to life. Was that one?
Yeah, had the stretch neck guy.
Remembering.
And this girl kept putting glass in her arms and everything.
Yeah, I don't remember it that. Nah.
It wasn't that great. And then the last one they did was Rave to the Grave, which that was a pile of crap. And I don't know why I own it still, probably just to say I own them all.
Finished the set. Yeah.
But that was a pile of crap. They should have stopped.
Yep, that was a franchise killer right there.
Yeah.
That was their Alien Resurrection.
Yeah, we don't ever talk about that movie. That one's worse, and I'd rather watch the Rave to the Grave than Resurrection. We're going to go down to a song for the Return of the Living Dead's theme music right here, right now on Chuckles Crypt. Welcome back to Chuckles Crypt here on Rhode Island Free Radio, and we're celebrating all things dead on Day of the Dead. We're getting closer to the ye old feast time, and of course zombies like to feast, like we do, on the flesh. Unless you're returning the living dead, they feast on brains, which I think they would have to feast on the flesh before they got to the brains.
No, it's a delicacy, kind of like going after the caviar.
Yeah, it's a pain sufferer, right? Now, we were just talking about this in the break, that those special effects in that movie were incredible. Robotics, special effects, makeup. That first scene in Return of the Living Dead was so great, they used it twice and recycled it for the end of it. I think even the producer and the director said, this is an awesome scene, we're doing it again.
That was one of the earliest uses of some of those animatronic techniques, right?
Yeah, and it was still cool. I mean, the whole spine moving on the one where they pull it in there and the brains, that thing was awesome. The half dog, that was cool. The butterflies coming alive, and most people are like, oh, I don't need to watch the movie now. But no, you do.
You want to watch it anyway. We're not giving away half of it, don't worry.
If you're a younger adolescent and you have not seen this movie, do. I'm giving you these recommendations if you're a Walking Dead fan, because these are the predecessors to Walking Dead, and they are good. I'm not going to give you the crap ones. Believe it or not, I do own a couple of those.
No, we suggest the quality and steer you right away from the crap.
Right, and unfortunately I do own some of the crap ones, and I don't know why I hold on to them. Sentimental reasons? I don't know. Maybe just to sit down and torture make you watch one of the crap ones one of these days, lure you into a false sense of security saying, this is awesome, and then when I get you, I'll be like, gotcha. Maybe. There is a company out there, maybe you've heard of them, Brain Damage Productions.
Heard of them, yeah.
They produce one of the goriest zombie flicks I have ever seen. Story-wise, not that great. But these guys made this zombie flick literally on a shoestring budget. And this
most zombie movies were made.
Yeah, and these gore effects on this are probably one of the best ones I've seen next to Day of the Dead. It's called Zombie Chronicles. So kids, you listening to this, that's the one. It's a very hard movie to find, tour it, whatever you got to do to find it. But when you do, you're going to be amazed at the gore and the stuff that these guys pull out of on a budget of maybe $200. And this would defy anything that Day of the Dead put out, Resident Evil put out. It's far better than that.
Maybe this is a good place to mention some random zombie films that are kind of ignored today or forgotten.
Okay.
Not necessarily flesh-eating zombies, because but in the category, where do we put dead Nazi stormtrooper zombie movies? Are they? Can we include them in flesh-eating ones? They're vicious.
Sure, why not?
Then one of my favorites is called, well, it's got a couple of different names, but I watched it under the title Shockwave. And what it's about is